Do you take pride in the clutch gene? I mean, that's just been something that's been really a staple of yours since really getting on campus here, and certainly the last couple of years. Just, I guess, what goes into being like a clutch player, from your opinion?
Honestly, I don't even look at it. I just love the fact that we keep winning. I mean, that's all I care about. And any way that I contribute is what I try to do. At the end of the day, like it's awesome to be able to succeed in those moments for your team. But I'm just glad there's a W at the end of the game.
So if it didn't go past this room, what advice would you give Kentucky hitters against you?
Have fun.
Do you have any weird rituals that you do before you play?
Just try to keep it as simple as possible. Stay relaxed and be ready for the game.
When it comes to those big clutch moments, are you the kind of person who likes to calm down and be steady, or do you kind of take in the adrenaline rush of these big moments?
My heart rate gets up a little bit before games. So I mean, I'm more of a calm down myself guy. Like I have to kind of relax a little bit just because I get so hyped up. And I thought it would kind of get better as the years go along, but it never has. So I just kind of dealt with it and just tried to relax myself before every game.
Considering you and Katie's relationship, how much did last weekend mean to y'all come up clutch and win the game?
I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't really realize it during the game, but obviously I was able to hit the homer, and then he got the go-ahead run, so that was pretty cool to see. And we're roommates on the road too, so we got back in the hotel and kind of looked at each other and gave each other a hug, just kind of reminisce for a second and enjoyed that moment. So it's pretty cool. It's something we'll be able to talk about to our kids one day, and it said that we did that together, but it was awesome.
Like all guys got it done.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do y'all feel ancient sometimes? Do you look around like?
I do feel like an old man.
Yeah. In what sense?
I mean, Brady Neal was 17 when we got on campus, and I'm 22. So I mean, it's kind of nuts to think about that. But just little things like that, you kind of pass by and hear some guys say some stuff. Like some guy was a freshman whenever I was a freshman in college. So I mean, it's just weird. So, but I mean, it's awesome too. Just the experience I can help and pass along to these guys. So.
Did they teach you about that?
What's that?
The whole age thing?
No, it's just something you gotta embrace. Just kind of go with it.
What's your communication sort of been like with Jordan in the middle of the field? Do you feel comfortable working with him at this point?
Absolutely. No, we learn each other a lot. We know what's going on. We know how each other works, and it's just fun playing next to him. He's a really good player, so it's really awesome to see him succeed as well.
Been teaching him how to hit home run?
He doesn't need teaching. He's figuring something out on his own, and just let him keep doing his thing.
Cade was telling us last night that this has been like the most fun he's had on the team so far, like this year. Do you feel the same way, and do you feel like you're playing looser this year in a way?
I would say from my personal perspective, I have been playing a lot looser just because of the health aspect. But at the end of the day, we have been having a lot of fun this year. I mean, we have fun every year, but this year has been really fun as well. So it's just been awesome to be a part of this team.
What contributes to that? Is it just the people that you're surrounded by, or is it just kind of the hype that you have with being the #1 team in the country right now?
Not necessarily hype. I think the team is really good at mastering their preparation and their stuff before weekend series at practices and stuff, and we really know how to have fun as well as get our work done. So just being around a team like that is pretty awesome, and it's very relaxing as well as we know what we have to do to get ready to go. So it's a good vibe that we have going.
Are you still taking fly balls at all in practice or anything like that?
I have not taken fly ball in a while.
Okay. So you're just pretty much strictly second base at this point?
Correct.
You talk about playing a team that's small ball, because they're one of the best bunting teams in the country. Have a lot of walks, hit batters, kind of whatever it takes. As an infielder, what is playing a small ball team like?
Just take the outs when they give them to you. Be really strict with the baseball. Don't make any errant throws and stuff like that. Just be conservative in that aspect and play low and have fun in the infield. I mean, can't really change how we play. We just got to field the ball when it's hit to us and throw it to the first baseman.
In terms of communication, who's sort of like the communicative leader on defense in that infield?
We all do a pretty good job. Chief is really good at moving us around defensively, so we're aware, and we're always looking at him. So, I mean, we communicate very well with each other. I would say there's not really a specific person. We all kind of know where everybody needs to go, and we're always talking.
I know you're focused in games, but there are times when he's pitching, he does something, and God, that was so nasty.
Every day, every pitch, literally. He's amazing. So it's just awesome to see.
You're just out there going.
Wow. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to face him anymore.
How How is like the pitch comm? I know that you don't work directly with it, but I know that a lot of the middle infield has felt like, you know, being in a rhythm is advantageous. So what would you say is the biggest impact that the pitch comm has had on the middle infield?
Biggest thing I would say is the pace of play, keeping us locked in on every pitch. I mean, the way that we relay pitches, every pitch is pretty helpful for us. It keeps us moving, keeps us aware. There's never like a lull in the game, so I love it. It just keeps us focused. We don't really have time to think about anything else other than what's the next pitch and then get ready to go. So it's pretty simple and easy.
Do you like second compared to playing in the outfield?
Honestly, wherever they put me, I enjoy. Second is pretty fun. There's a lot of action out there, but at the end of the day, wherever I go, it doesn't really matter.
Griffin, I know we talked a couple weeks ago when you're really just first starting to get some consistent, you know, rotation time. Just now that you've kind of had 3 or 4 weeks here where you've been a big part of the bullpen, just what have you kind of taken away from your first several outings here, just as a whole?
I would say the biggest thing for me is just being confident when I go out there. Just knowing that my stuff is good enough and that all I got to do is just put it where my little wristband tells me to, and everything's going to be all right. Just compete.
Have you ever used a pitch comm before?
Not before I came here, no. But we got good practice with it in the fall, so it hasn't been too difficult.
What was it like learning how to use that, and do you feel like how has it like impacted your game?
It definitely, I like to work fast, so it really allows me to kind of just get the pitch and go. Coach Johnson gets the pitch in there quick and kind of just pick it up and just roll with it.
Would you like the wristband to talk back to you some nice pitch after you throw one?
That would be nice, but
Confidence builder.
yeah, maybe.
You said that confidence was key to, you know, being able to go into the situations you're put in there. How have you built that confidence since you arrived at LSU?
It's just been experience, and I give a lot of credit to both Coach Johnsons. I mean, Coach West, he talks to us a lot about being the hero of our own imagination, and that's a lot of the conversations that we have with him is talking about just being confident in yourself. And other Coach Johnson, he put me in good positions to kind of get my feet wet originally, getting a couple midweek opportunities, and going into the bigger games. I think that gave me a lot of confidence knowing that I could compete at the college level.
When you show up on the staff with so many good pitchers and you're a freshman, is there a doubt a little bit when you get here? Like, when you look around the room and go, God, Skane's and then you think, okay, I can compete with this.
I mean, I think that just about anybody would be lying if they said that they don't have some doubts off the start. You know, I didn't have the greatest fall, but I just kept working. I went into the winter with a lot of good takeaways and just tried to work on as much as I could, and just kind of told myself whatever happens, happens, and you know, just keep going.
What areas did you need to improve on after the fall?
Just my overall mentality. I was being really timid in the fall. I don't want to say scared, but just not being as competitive as I needed to. And going into the spring, I just really knew that I just needed to compete in the strike zone. And once I started kind of getting in the strike zone, getting more comfortable, I could really start kind of just throwing harder, honestly. Just trying to throw harder, and that's been what's helped me a lot.
Are there any pitchers on the team that have given you advice or that you've leaned on to kind of bounce ideas off of?
Definitely Paul. I've talked to Paul a lot. I talked to him a lot in the fall, but even more in the early spring. And just the way he goes about everything and the way he comes up here, I mean, he doesn't even have to talk to me, just the way he's probably at the field right now. He's probably been here since 9 a.m. So, I mean, just a great role model.
How is Paul as like a leader? We all know about his pitching abilities coming over from the Air Force, though. How is he as a leader?
He's great. I mean, he's definitely just a key component to this team, not just on the field, but in the locker room. He keeps things light, keeps things fun, but also, you know, if you have something that you need to, like, talk to him about baseball-wise, he's always there.
So he's more kind of lighthearted and serious or?
Yeah, off the field. On the field, very serious, which I'm sure y'all can see by the way he competes up there on the mound. But I would say a lot of our team keeps things pretty light off the field.
I was gonna ask, just kind of off of Ian's question too, how have your teammates helped you adjust to all these things in college in general? Even Paul, if you can touch on his.
I think just never taking like things too serious, like never getting too caught up in the good or the bad, because baseball, I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs, so we just keep things light, keep things fun off the field. Then you don't get too caught up in how things are going on in the field.
How comfortable are you working in front of this defense?
Oh, very comfortable. Our guys, I mean, JT at short, amazing. Tommy has made almost every play that I've had go to him. I mean, I think I've had 4 or 5 double plays turned behind me this year, and I couldn't have more confidence. Obviously, our outfield is elite, a lot of speed.
What steps do you think you need to take, I guess, physically and just in terms of your stamina to become a starter for this team eventually, heck, if it's even this season?
I think I need to just throw more pitches. I think against South Carolina was the most that I've thrown at around 50, and before that around 35. So I just have to keep working up my pitch count, and it doesn't even have to be a starter. It could be just working up pitch count to go, twice a weekend, Thursday and Saturday, or a little longer if a guy comes out in the 4th or 5th, going in for 4 innings or 5 innings, whatever it is.
Would you say you're almost there?
I would say so. I'm starting to feel better going out there for multiple innings, which it can be a little bit more of a daunting task, but I'm getting more comfortable with it.